The eighth day of Kurukshetra war dawned with an ominous silence hanging over the battlefield. The sun, veiled by a haze of smoke and dust, cast an airy orange glow over a landscape littered with the remnants of war. Broken chariots, shattered weapons, and countless lifeless forms. Warriors from both sides steered, their exhaustion momentarily forgotten as they prepared to resume the fight. The Kauravas, under the leadership of Bhishma, formed the Mandala Vyuha, a defensive circular formation fortified by layers of chariots, elephants, and infantry. At its core stood Bhishma himself, surrounded by the Malavas, Kalingas, and Yavanas, their banners fluttering in defiance. In response, Yudhishthira ordered the Pandavas into the Vajravyuha, a diamond-shaped formation designed to penetrate the enemy's defenses. The indomitable Bhima took position at the forefront, with Arjuna and Abhimanyu flanking him, while Shikandi and Ghatatkocha anchored the rear. As the conch shells blared and the war drums thundered, the army charged with a deafening roar. The eighth day of the war had begun. The Mandala Vyuha moved like a relentless ocean, its ranks surging forward under Bhishma's command. His arrows descended like fire, cutting through the Pandava soldiers with terrifying precision. Bhishma was unstoppable, his presence alone driving fear into the hearts of his enemies. The Vajravyuha retaliated with equal ferocity. Bhishma and Arjuna led the charge, their arrows slicing through the Kaurava lines. Abhimanyu, young and fearless, darted through the chaos, his chariot a blur as he engaged the Kaurava warriors in quick, decisive duels. Let us see the major heroic moments of the day. Bhishma, towering above the battlefield on his chariot, unleashed a storm of arrows. His precision was unparalleled, striking down warriors, elephants, and horses alike. The Pandavas struggled to withstand his relentless assault. Bhishma's arrows found their targets with deadly accuracy, scattering entire units and creating chaos in the Pandava ranks. The Pandava soldiers, emboldened by their commanders, rallied and charged forward, but Bhishma's fury was unyielding. His chariot advanced like a storm, leaving devastation in its wake. As Bhishma wreaked havoc, Bhima carved his own path through the Kaurava army. Encountering a group of Duryodhana's brothers, Bhima's rage erupted like a volcano. With precision and unmatched strength, he slew them one by one. Aparajita, Kundadara, and Vishalaksha fell to Bhima's arrows, while Aditya Ketu and Panditaka made their end under his relentless assault. Amidst the chaos, Abhimanyu's heroic stood out. The young warrior charged into the thick of battle, his arrows finding their mark with unerring precision. He shattered chariots, felled elephants, and scattered infantry, his courage inspiring the Pandava soldiers to hold their ground. Even the seasoned warriors of the Kauravas hesitated to face Abhimanyu, whose skill and determination turned the tide of skirmishes across the battlefield. Iravat, the son of Arjuna and a Naga princess, entered the fray with unparalleled bravery. Mounted on swift horses from the mountainous regions, he tore through the Kaurava cavalry, his attacks swift and decisive. But Iravat's path led him to a confrontation with Alambusha, a Rakshasa loyal to the Kauravas. The two engaged in a ferocious duel, their supernatural powers lighting up the battlefield. Alambusha's illusions were countered by Iravat's divine abilities, but in a tragic turn, the Rakshasa overcame the Naga prince, slaying him in battle. On learning of Iravat's death, Ghatotkacha's rage consumed him. The towering Rakshasa unleashed his fury on the Kaurava forces, wielding massive weapons with ease. His roars shook the battlefield, and his strikes shattered chariots and felled elephants. Duryodhana himself rode forth to confront Ghatotkacha. The two warriors clashed in a battle of raw power, but Ghatotkacha's might proved overwhelming, forcing Duryodhana to retreat. Drona, the Kaurava commander, unleashed a devastating attack on the Somakas and Srinivas, cutting down entire divisions with his divine weapons. His mastery of warfare was evident as he confounded the Pandava soldiers, driving them into disarray. Even the bravest warriors hesitated to face Drona, whose presence alone struck fear into the hearts of the Pandavas. Shikandi, shielded by Arjuna, advanced toward Bhishma with determination. Though Bhishma refused to strike Shikandi, the warrior's presence disrupted the Kaurava formation, allowing the Pandavas to exploit gaps in their defenses. As the day neared its end, Ghatotkacha resorted to his powers of Maya, creating illusions that confounded the Kaurava forces. Warriors saw visions of their own deaths and were driven into a panic. Bhishma and Drona attempted to rally the Kauravas, but Ghatotkacha's illusions proved too overwhelming, forcing the Kauravas to retreat as night fell. As the sun set on the battlefield, both armies retreated, nursing their wounds and preparing for the next day. The eighth day had seen the loss of many great warriors, and the ground was littered with the remnants of the brutal conflict. The Pandavas, though battered, found solace in their victories, but the loss of Iravat weighed heavily on their hearts. With each passing day, the cost of the war grows heavier. What sacrifices will the warriors make as the battle intensifies? The ninth day looms, promising more bloodshed and more challenges for both sides. The ninth day of the Kurukshetra war begins under a blood red sky. The sun rises, casting long shadows over a battlefield littered with the remnants of 8 days of relentless combat. Broken chariots, shattered weapons, and the bodies of fallen warriors stretch as far as the eye can see. The air is thick with the acrid scent of smoke, blood, and the sweat of soldiers preparing for battle once more. Bhishma stands at the head of Kaurava army, a towering figure of resolve and determination. His voice carries across the camp as he orders his forces into the Sarvatobhadra Vyuha, a circular formation designed for defense and counterattack. Bhishma positions himself at the center, surrounded by layers of chariots, elephants, and infantry, all ready to fight to the last breath. In the Pandava camp, Yudhishthira commands the formation of Shringataka Vyuha, a layered arrangement designed to pierce through Bhishma's defenses. Shikandi takes the lead, flanked by Arjuna and Bhima. Shikandi's presence is not by chance. It is a calculated move to exploit Bhishma's vow never to fight someone who was once a woman. The drums of war sound. Conch shells echo across the field. Both armies charge, their roars filling the air. The ground shakes under the weight of thousands of warriors, and the ninth day of the war begins. Now let us see heroic moments of the day. At the heart of the Kaurava formation, Bhishma unleashes an unrelenting assault. His arrows fly with precision, striking down warriors, elephants, and horses with devastating force. Every shot is a calculated strike, each one finding its target with deadly accuracy. The Pandava soldiers falter under the onslaught. Entire units collapse as Bhishma's arrows pierce through their armor and shields. Chariots are overturned and elephants, maddened by pain, trample their own ranks in confusion. Bhishma stands on his chariot, unmoving and unyielding, a master of warfare who cannot be stopped. His attacks are described as a raging storm, consuming all in its path. The Pandava commanders rally their troops, but the scale of destruction leaves them shaken. Bhishma's dominance on the battlefield is absolute. Amid the chaos, Abhimanyu emerges as a shining light for the Pandavas. Young and fearless, his chariot darts into the Kaurava lines with breathtaking speed. His bow does not stop firing, each arrow cutting through enemy soldiers with precision. Abhimanyu's movements are fluid and deliberate. He charges into the heart of the Kaurava formation, scattering infantry and shattering chariots. His attacks are so swift and decisive that even seasoned Kaurava warriors hesitate to face him. Despite his youth, Abhimanyu displays the skill and composure of a seasoned fighter. His valor inspires the Pandava soldiers who rally behind him, pushing back against Bhishma's overwhelming forces. Abhimanyu's relentless advance catches the attention of Alambusha, a Rakshasa fighting for the Kauravas. Alambusha steps forward, his presence commanding and ominous. The battlefield darkens as the Rakshasa uses his powers of Maya to shroud the area in shadow. The Pandava soldiers falter, disoriented by the sudden darkness. But Abhimanyu, undeterred, invokes the Bhaskara weapon, a celestial arrow that pierces through the shadows, illuminating the battlefield with brilliant light. Alambusha retaliates with his supernatural powers, creating illusions to confuse and overwhelm his opponent. Yet, Abhimanyu's divine lineage gives him the upper hand. His arrows strike true, piercing through Alambusha's defenses. In a final decisive moment, Abhimanyu wounds the Rakshasa, forcing him to retreat. The Pandava soldiers cheer as their young hero triumphs. In another corner of the battlefield, Drona and Arjuna engage in a duel that captivates all who witness it. The revered teacher faces his most gifted student, their skills evenly matched. Drona begins with a series of divine weapons, each one powerful enough to destroy an army. Arjuna counters each attack with equal precision, his movements swift and deliberate. The sky above the battlefield lights up as their arrows clash mid-air, creating bursts of light and sound. At one point, Drona unleashes a weapon of fire, aiming to engulf Arjuna's chariot in flames. Arjuna responds with a water weapon, extinguishing the flames in a burst of steam that envelops the battlefield. The duel is a testament to their mastery, a battle of minds and skill that leaves onlookers in awe. While Drona and Arjuna duel, Bhima unleashes his raw power on the Kaurava elephant division. The massive beasts charge toward him, their tusks gleaming with ivory blades. But Bhima does not flinch. With his club in hand, he strikes down one elephant after another, each blow crushing armor and bone. The ground shakes as the beasts fall, their riders thrown into chaos. At one point, Bhima seizes the tusk of a fallen elephant and uses it as a weapon, cutting through the Kaurava forces with devastating efficiency. The sight of Bhima, blood-soaked and unyielding, strikes fear into the hearts of the Kaurava soldiers. As the Pandava forces rally under Abhimanyu and Bhima, Bhishma intensifies his assault. His arrows fly faster and more precisely than ever, cutting through Pandava warriors with unrelenting precision. Even the combined efforts of Drishtadyumna, Virata and Satyaki cannot slow him. Bhishma's presence on the battlefield is overwhelming, his attacks described as a blazing sun, scorching everything in its path. The Pandava commanders are forced to retreat, unable to match his might. As twilight descends, the Pandavas retreat to their camp, shaken by the day's losses. Yudhishthira, overwhelmed with despair, considers surrendering, but Krishna reassures him, reminding him of their purpose and urging him to persevere. That night, the Pandavas approach Bhishma unarmed. Bound by his commitment to truth, Bhishma reveals the secret to his defeat. Shikhandi must lead the charge, and Arjuna must strike him down from behind. Day 9 ends with revelations and resolutions. The Pandavas now hold the key to Bhishma's defeat, but the moral weight of killing their grandfather looms over them. As the stars fill the night sky, both armies prepare for the next day. Tomorrow will test not only their strength but their resolve. Can the Pandavas overcome their love for Bhishma and fulfill their duty? The answer lies ahead. As the first light of dawn broke over the plains of Kurukshetra, the battlefield stood still, a momentary silence before the storm. The 10th day of the war had arrived, a day that would forever mark a turning point in the epic saga. Bhishma, the grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, stood ready, his towering figure commanding respect and fear. His vow of killing 10,000 warriors every day had brought unparalleled devastation to the Pandava army. Yet today, his demeanor betrayed a sense of foreboding. His time had come. On this fateful day, the Kauravas formed the Savrata Bhadra Vyuha, an all-around defensive formation with Bhishma at its heart, shielded by their greatest warriors. The Pandavas, while not employing a named Vyuha, constructed their strategy around one key element, Shikhandi, the warrior destined to bring down Bhishma. Placing Shikhandi at the forefront, the Pandavas resolved to fulfill the promise of Arjuna's arrows and end Bhishma's reign of destruction. As the conch shells echoed across the plains, both armies surged forward, their collective cries heralding the beginning of a day drenched in blood and fate. The Kauravas, led by Bhishma, advanced in their Sarvatavadra Vyuha, its concentric layers of warriors moving as a unified whole. Surrounding Bhishma were the fiercest warriors of the Kaurava side, Drona, Duryodhana, Kripa and Bhagadatta, each determined to shield the grandsire. The Pandavas unleashed their forces in a coordinated attack, spearheaded by Shikhandi and protected by Arjuna, Bhima and Drishtadyumna. Abhimanyu, Satyaki, and the sons of Draupadi followed closely, ensuring that the momentum of their assault would not falter. The formations clashed with thunderous force, and the earth quaked under the weight of their fury. Let us see some of the heroic moments of the day. Bhishma's dominance. At the heart of the Kaurava formation, Bhishma fought with unrelenting ferocity. His arrows rained down like lightning, cutting through Pandava soldiers and elephants alike. Entire battalions fell to his wrath, their cries echoing across the battlefield. Bhishma's mastery of the bow was unparalleled, his arrows striking with such precision that no warrior could approach him unscathed. His presence alone seemed to embolden the Kaurava army, driving them forward with renewed vigor. Shikhandi, shielded by Arjuna, advanced toward Bhishma with determination. Arjuna's words rang in his ears. Do not falter. Today you will end the reign of Bhishma. I will stand by your side. Shikhandi unleashed a volley of arrows, each one aimed at Bhishma. Though they struck too, the grandsire refused to retaliate, bound by his vow never to fight someone who was once a woman. Bhishma's restraint allowed Shikhandi to push forward, weakening the Kaurava defense. As Shikhandi pressed on, Arjuna faced Dushasana, who had sworn to protect Bhishma at all costs. Their duel was fierce, with Dushasana's arrows finding their mark, wounding both Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna, enraged by the attack on his charioteer, countered with a barrage of arrows that pierced Dushasana's armor. Though wounded, Dushasana stood his ground, forcing Arjuna to redouble his efforts to break through. On the left flank, Bhima unleashed his fury upon the Kaurava forces. Surrounded by the kings of Avanti, Kamboja, and Magadha, Bhima fought like a lion cornered by hunters. With his mace in hand, he shattered chariots and crushed elephants, scattering the enemy ranks. His roars echoed across the battlefield, striking fear into the hearts of his foes. Ghatotkacha, Bhima's Rakshasa son, entered the fray with his supernatural powers. His illusions confounded the Kaurava soldiers, who struck at shadows and mirages while Ghatotkacha decimated their ranks. The sight of Ghatotkacha's towering form and his ferocious attacks created chaos in the Kaurava lines, allowing the Pandavas to push deeper into the Sarvatabhadra Vyuha. At the center of the battlefield, Drona and Drishtadyumna engaged in a duel of strategy and skill. Drona's arrows struck with unerring precision, wounding Drishtadyumna repeatedly. Yet the commander of the Pandava army stood firm, countering with his own volley of arrows. Their duel raged on, each testing the other's endurance and resolve. Abhimanyu, young and fearless, darted through the battlefield, his arrows breaking havoc among the Kaurava ranks. His movements were swift and precise, and his attacks inspired the Pandava soldiers to rally behind him. Even the seasoned warriors of the Kauravas hesitated to face Abhimanyu, whose skill and determination turned the tide in critical skirmishes. As the battle raged on, the Pandavas focused their efforts on Bhishma. Shikhandi, Arjuna, and the Panchala surrounded the grandsire, their combined attacks overwhelming his defenses. Bhishma, though wounded by countless arrows, fought on with unwavering determination. His arrows continued to rain destruction upon the Pandava forces, but his body grew weaker with each passing moment. In a final climatic moment, Arjuna, standing behind Shikhandi, released a volley of arrows that struck Bhishma with a devastating force. The grandsire, his body pierced by arrows, fell from his chariot, his form resting on a bed of shafts. The battlefield fell silent as both armies looked on in awe. Bhishma, though fallen, remained alive, his woe unbroken. As he lay on the field, his voice rang out, blessing both sides and urging them to honor Dharma. The 10th day of the Kurukshetra war marked the fall of Bhishma, the mightiest warrior of the Kuru dynasty. His fall signified the turning point of the war, a moment of triumph for the Pandavas and despair for the Kauravas. Yet, even in defeat, Bhishma's presence loomed large, his words echoing as a reminder of the values of dharma and sacrifice. The fall of Bhishma changes everything. What lies ahead in this great war now that its greatest warrior has been silenced? The answers will come as the war rages on.